welcome back to SL Business, the channel where we help first-time entrepreneurs start smart, grow fast, and avoid expensive mistakes. Today we're diving into one of the most important confusing topics when you're launching something new. How much should you charge for your product or service? Whether it's a digital product like an online course or app or something physical like skincare or clothing, getting your pricing strategy right can make or break your business. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 real academic pricing strategies, and for each one, I'll give you a real example and a simple tip so you can apply it right now. Let's get into it. Cost plus pricing. Start with your real numbers. Let's kick things off with the classic cost plus pricing. This is where you start by calculating your total cost to produce or deliver your product or service, and then you add a markup for profit. It's one of the most straightforward pricing strategies out there, and it is especially powerful for physical products, manufacturing, or retail. Now, let me break it down a bit further. Your local cost isn't just the raw materials, it includes direct costs like materials, packaging, and labor, indirect costs like storage, shipping tools, utilities, and software subscriptions, and even a portion of your time, because your time has value too, especially if you are a solopreneur. Once you have your total cost per unit, you apply a markup percentage, usually between 30 and 100% depending on your industry and goals. That's your selling price. It ensures you are not just covering expenses but actually building profit into every sale. And here's your real example. Let's say you're creating and selling custom hoodies. Here's how your cost may look. Fabric 6, labor, your time or team's time 4, packaging 2, shipping 3, and your final cost is or total cost is $50. Now you want a 60% profit margin, so you multiply 15 times 1.6, that is equal to $24. That's your price. Simple, right? But if you're selling through a retailer or a platform like Amazon, you'll need to add their commission on top of this to keep your profit intact. And
Like
here's the
Amazon.
tip for you. Don't guess your costs. Track everything with a spreadsheet or tool like Notion or A-Tool. And here's a quick pro-move. If you plan to offer discounts or work with retails, build an extra margin from the start so you don't cut into your profits later. Value-based pricing. Charge for the outcome, not the cost. Alright, now let's step things up with one of the most powerful pricing strategies used by top entrepreneurs and recommended in schools like London Business School, and that's value-based pricing. This one flips the entire cost equation in its head. Instead of asking what did it cost me to make this, you ask, how valuable is this to my customer? See, your price is no longer about your effort, it's about the impact you're making. It's about how much money, time, or pain you help them save or avoid, or how much you help them again. Let me put it like this. If your product helps someone earn $10,000 more or saves them 40 hours of frustration, you can charge a lot more than just your production cost, because you're selling the outcome, not the effort. This model works incredibly well for digital products, services, consultings, and even SaaS. And here's your real example. Let's say you're offering a resume writing service only. You spend maybe $30 on tools like Canva, Grammarly, and AI copy assistants. And let's say it saves you an hour or two of your time. So from a cost plus angle, maybe you charge $50 to $70. But wait, what happens after they use your service? Let's say your resume helps someone land a job paying $50,000 a year or more. You just help them change your life. That kind of value, that's worth hundreds, maybe even 500 or more to that person. So instead of pricing it based on your cost, you're pricing it based on perceived value. Between 200 to 500 becomes totally fair, and it still feels like a win to your client. This is what value-based pricing is all about. And the tip for you is this. Talk to your customers. Ask them, what problems are you solving for them? What is that solution worth in their life? What will they pay to avoid the pain you're fixing? Don't price your product based on what you think it's worth. Price it on what it does for them. And if you're starting out and don't have data yet, run a quickie survey or interview 5 to 10 people from your target market. Their answers will tell you more than any spreadsheet. Competitive pricing. Know your market. Alright, now let's move into something every entrepreneurs need to understand before launching. That's competitive pricing. This one rooted in solid academic theory, especially Michael Porter's 5 forces, which teach us to analyze industry competition, buyer power, and how easy it's for customers to switch. But here's the deal. Instead of pricing based on your cost or perceived value, you look at what the market is already doing. You study your competitors, see what they shares, and position yourself strategically. So, are you going to be the affordable option with the lean features, the premium brand that stands out with superior service, or the value for money middle ground offering slightly more for a similar price? The key here is not to blindly copy, it's to analyze, adapt, and differentiate it. And here's a real example. Let's say you're building a fitness app. You hop on the App Store or Google Play and do your homework. You find that one of top app shares 19 per month. It's popular and it's run ads and it has basic design. Another charges 39 per month, premium experience, ton of features and no ads. So here's where you step in with a smart move. You price your app at 29 per month but offer no ads, clean intuitive UI, and a few smart features that the cheaper apps lack. Boom, you're positioned right in the middle, affordable enough to feel like a great deal, but premium enough to feel high quality. That's competitive price done right. Here's what we recommend it. Go on Amazon, Etsy, Shopify, even the App Store and study your competitors. Screenshot their pricing, features, review, even the weaknesses. And ask yourself, can I offer more for the same price? Can I simplify and deliver something better for less? Sometimes your pricing advantage isn't about lowering the price, it's about increasing the perceived value without adding extra costs. And remember, positioning is everything. Even small shifts in features, branding, or guarantees can make a huge difference. Psychological pricing. Make the price feel better. Now, let's dive into something that's more about perception than math. It's called psychological pricing, and it's based on field or behavioral economics. The crazy part, the way you present your price can influence how expensive or affordable it feels, even when the difference is just a few cents. Why? Because our brains don't calculate logical at first, they react emotionally, and smart businesses use this to their advantage in ethical ways. So instead of just slapping a number on your product, you design the price to feel good to your customer. And here's a real example. Let me give you two classic but super effective examples. First, the famous use below price tactic. Let's say you're selling a physical or digital product for $15. Now, if you just tweak that to $49.29, it immediately feels cheaper, even though it's literally a 1 cent difference. Why? Because our brain sees the 4 instead of 5, and it subconsciously feels like it's a better deal. Now here's another one of that works even better. Bundling. Let's say you sell an ebook for $20. Instead of offering just one ebook, you package 3 ebooks together and label it as the complete starter pack only $39. That's powerful because it shifts the customer focus from price to value. They feel like they're getting a deal, and they are because you're delivering more than a slightly high price and increasing your revenue per customer. Now, here's your power move as a first-time entrepreneur. Using price numbers ending in 9 or 7 like $29.99 or $47. They subtly trigger a deal mindset in the buyer's brain. Build boundaries of products or service. Even if it's the same content broken into parts, it can feel like more. And here's one of more advanced trick. Offer three pricing tiers: basic, pro, and premium. Why? Because most people will choose the middle option. So if you want to sell a 99 course at a 49 basic PDF only version and a 199 VIP coaching version, suddenly that 99 offer feels like smart balanced shoes. That's psychological pricing in action, and it is incredibly effective when done with integrity. Dynamic pricing. Use data to adjust in real time. Alright, let's finish strong with the high level strategy, dynamic pricing. This one is used by the big guys. Think Amazon, Uber, Airbnb, and it's all about adjusting your price in your real time based on data, demand, or customer behavior. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sebastian, I'm just starting out. I'm on $1 million company tech. But here's the thing. You can still use this static at your level, even if you're running a one-person business. You don't need AI or super complex tool to do this. You just need awareness and strategy. And here's a real example. Imagine you're selling planners or journals, perfect for goal setting and productivity. Now think about what happens in January every year. Everyone wants to get organized. New Year's resolutions, productivity spikes. So instead of selling your planner for 18 all year, you increase your price to 24 in January. And guess what? Sales go up, not down. Because demand is high and people are willing to pay more. Then, in the middle of the year, maybe June or July, when the excitement cools off, you drop the price again or run a promotion to keep your revenue flowing. That's dynamic pricing in action. When demand is high, like during peak season, raise your prices a little. Don't go crazy, just enough to match the extra interest. Now when the demand is low, that's your cue to offer a promo or lower the prices likely to boost conversions. The key is this: follow demand, adjust your pricing, and you'll keep your sales flowing consistently. And here's how you can use this even if you're starting out. Use tools like Google Trends or Google Alerts to track interest in your product category. If you're on Shopify, try apps like Pricing, Dynamic Pricing Optimizer, or even use analytics to see when people buy the most. Set calendars based pricing. For example, New Year, high price for planners. Black Friday, promo or digital domains. Back to school, bundle offers for student. And one more pro move. Track your conversion rate weekly. If your product is suddenly getting more traffic and you're converting well, test a price increase.
Yeah.
On the flip side, if sales are slowing, test a limited time discount to boost urgency. It's not about shorting your price every day, it's about being smart and responsive to what your market is showing. Alright, if you made it this far, that means you're serious about getting your pricing right, and honestly, that already puts you ahead of most first time entrepreneurs. So let's quickly recap the 5 smart pricing strategies we covered today. Start with cost plus pricing to make sure you're covering all your costs and building in profit from the start. Use value based pricing to share based on the results you're delivering, not just the effort. Story your competitors with competitive pricing and position yourself smartly in the market. Apply psychological pricing to make your price feel better than increase conversion. Try dynamic pricing, especially if your market is seasonal, fast moving, or trend driven. Now remember, pricing isn't about guessing. It's about using strategy, data, customer insights to grow your business the right way. So if this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and drop a comment below. What are you planning to sell and what price are you thinking of? I may jump into the comments and help you fine tune it or even feature your idea in an upcoming video. Thanks for watching SL Business. I'm rooting for you. I'll see you in the next one.